people treat cleaning staff very badly?
Disgustingly, my love. I lived in houses cleaning for nearly 40 years. I worked in America for these stinking moguls that were horrible. I worked in London for vile people, and it will continue. The day of, it's only the cleaner. What the hell does that mean? You walk into a room and you're dusting, and I've done it many times. You're flicking a duster, and the woman will say to the person, "No, so it's only the cleaner." Now, don't give this rubbish. They treat you like dirt, dear, because they're dirt themselves. There's always this. Look at when I was on Big Brother, to bring this up. What was his name? The dancer. What was his name? I can't remember. He said, "Why don't you go back to your cleaning, woman? That Robin, you were just a cleaner. What is this just a cleaner rubbish? We're clearing up your toilet, your feces, your pee and your filthy dust. You make it, we clean it. What does that make you?"
Goodness me, I'll tell you what, I have apologised for the state of my flat, Kim, but there we go. Navid, I'd just like to get your view on this right now. Do you think that actually people do look down on cleaning staff, look down on waiters?
You know what? First, I want to say hi, Kim. Hi, everyone. I think Kim's going to hate me if I keep going against her. But honestly, I feel like just people don't really look down on cleaners or even helpers. I think it's more just to do with the immense amount of pressure. And I definitely think, like Boris Johnson, he is a prime minister. He's the leader of the country. So he is stressed. So I just feel like people just need to have a bit of a thicker skin and not take things so personally. And you know what? I just think people just need to take a chill pill and just relax. It's not personal. He's just having a bad day. And we're all humans at the end of the day.
Okay.
You know a young man who I liked a minute ago. I'm not so keen now. What do you mean you're making it? I'm glad you're laughing, dear. I'll have to have a gin. Hang on. Excuse me.
Oh, here she is. I was wondering when this was going to come out. There we go.
You are Kim. You know,
I'm young man. I'm speaking.
Navid, let Kim respond.
They could be in a bad mood. Well, tough bloody nuts. I'm in a bad mood cleaning their feces, and I don't shout at them. Don't make excuses to ignorant people because they've got a few bob. I don't care if you're the Queen of England. You don't speak to your hired help. You don't speak to anybody like that. So don't make excuses. I'd hate to work for you. I bet you'd be a right little fat crag.
Go on, Navid, respond to that then.
But honestly, Kim, you know what? The thing is also we never know what happens behind closed doors. It could be, for example, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it could be that the cleaner might take the advantage of Boris Johnson because he's in the public eye to kind of make the press and try to make some money behind the scenes. So you never really know what goes on. You can just exaggerate it.
Why are you saying because he's Boris Johnson, he has a very responsible position that gives him the right as a worker to treat me, the worker, like crap? Why has he got the right?
Okay.
If I turned to him and said to him, "Boris, don't talk to me like that, you fat freak," he'd say, "How dare you?" But he's just spoken to me like dirt. Don't make excuses for them. Nobody should be rude to anybody.
I'm not sure.
But Kim, my darling, we're human beings. We are human beings. We have the right to react. We might just have a bad day.
So do I.
Okay, all right. Have you ever snapped? Okay, Kim, have you ever snapped back? Don't you
think I go into work some days when I was a cleaner and I think, I don't feel too good today. I've got all this stuff to do. But when my boss comes, I don't say, "Morning, rat bag." I say, "Morning, sir." My job. And it's just his or her job to be however they're feeling. Don't take it out on the poor cleaner. No.
Okay. Well, that's a really interesting turn of phrase. Never give me one sec, because I think you said the phrase the poor cleaner there, and that can be interpreted. I know exactly how you meant it, Kim. Don't get me wrong, but I wonder whether or not that's the point as well. If you're working in the epicenter of power, you're working right at the heart of Downing Street. You're a very powerful person, potentially quite wealthy as well. Navid, do you think those people look down on the poor, on the people who are at the lower end of the economic spectrum? But Navid, that's it.
I mean, you know what?
We go back to Victorian times, don't we? And servants were just trash. Why they've got this name, she's only or he's only the cleaner, We're just workers like you. Whether you're the Prime Minister, I'm your cleaner, you have a secretary. We're all entitled to the same politeness, my love.
Okay, Navid.
Kim, my darling, I think people need to have thicker skin. I just think people take it too seriously. And I do feel like with Boris Johnson, I feel like people are gang-handing him. There's like so many attacks on him. And I just feel like we need to try and put our shoes in his kind of situation to understand what is really going on.
Attacks Boris. Yes, he's human. Attack the person that attacked you. Oh, what? Have a right go. Don't pick on the cleaner the lathies. Don't come into me and start going at me. I'm in your toilet, dear. What have I got to do with it?
One at a time. Kim, you go. Kim, you carry on. Go on.
I'd hate to work for you.
Kim, actually, I'm a lovely pharmacist.
You are enabling.
Speaking the truth.
Okay. And there's an argument. There's an argument, isn't there?
Young man, you are now on this programme, young man, enabling, giving the right to people that have got money and employ cleaners to treat them like dirt. I'm ashamed of you. I thought you were so lovely. I don't like you. Excuse me.
I'm just going to.
Kim, I don't want you to hate me. I love you dearly.
Okay, right. Well, I tell you what. Just both of you, shut up. Right, Navid, you answer my question. All right. Okay. So look, I want to reiterate that these were young staff, apparently, allegedly, anyway. The argument would be potentially that they were so under pressure at the height of a global pandemic, and they just couldn't handle it. Okay, and they let off too much steam, and that's why we ended up where we are. Navid, can you buy that at all?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again, my darling?
This is just the argument potentially that these were young staff.
I can't hear him. Sorry, Kim, you're speaking.
Right, Kim, sorry about this. Navid, can you hear me now, please? Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, right. What about the argument that these were young staff who couldn't handle the pressure at a time of unprecedented international crisis and were letting off too much steam?
You know what? I just feel like they're just being a bit sensitive in terms of their emotion. And I think if they're young, they just need to have this thicker skin and really not take things personally. And, in a way, it could be a learning lesson for them just to be stronger when it even comes to the real world. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like people need to stop complaining, stop exaggerating, and just learn and just not take things so seriously. Do you know what I mean, my darling? That's what I say.
Okay. You need to man up, sir.
The day I take it off people when I'm doing a clean job and I get my £200 a week when they're earning 130,000, young man, I like you, but you're an idiot.
No, I'm not an idiot, Kim. As a matter of fact, I'm just speaking the truth, and it's really my opinion.
Everybody with money who employs
people personally, and it shouldn't be that way.
Okay, all right, Navid, I'm going to give the very last word to you. Have you ever thrown up and made a cleaner clean it up?
Oh, to me? Is that what you're asking?
To you, yes.
Oh, yes, because at home I do have a helper, but you know what, I'm always nice to her, but obviously there are some days where I do get frustrated if she doesn't really follow my instruction, and when I had a bad day at work, sometimes I take it out and it's my reaction, but I don't mean it personally. And I do apologize at the end, saying, oh, I'm sorry if I behaved this way. I was just stressed and I was overthinking the situation. But you know what? I owned up to it and I took basically responsibility of that. And, I'm human. So, darlings, don't take it personally. I'm just saying.
Wow. Okay, Kim, final word to you then.
I'll tell you something. I don't care however wealthy you are. If you're an adult and you vomit, you should clean it up. That shouldn't be asked of a cleaner. You're disrespecting a human being. There's not another one will clean it up. You take this, she's only a cleaner. Now, you've got that attitude whether you don't be silly. Why should I clean your vomit up, you lazy beggar?
My darling.
That, I think...
If I'm not home, she's the helper, not to be rude, but she has a job as well, which we're paying.
Did she wipe your bum as well?
It's not for free.
Did she wipe your backside when you get off the loo? Does everything else, Mike? Wipe your bum as well, you lazy beggar.
No, darling. You're exaggerating.
Okay.
But I love you, Kim.